Okay, hello everyone. This is Denise with Artist at Work. Okay, and I'm still working on the inside of the box, this octagon shaped box, and this is part 8 of making an octagon, making a Scottish octagon shaped box. Okay, and I decided on this glitter foam or felt, glitter felt, okay, and decided to put this on the inside. Okay, so I'm gluing in, and let me get my holder here, hold this up, there we go. Okay, so I'm putting the glue in, and I didn't have a piece that is long enough. Make sure you got plenty of light here so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. And okay. So I have to use 2 pieces of the felt glitter felt sheets. There we go. Okay, and get my spreader. Hopefully you can see. Okay. Okay, get that all in there on the sides. Sure it's spread good. Okay, so I'm going to put my first piece in. Make sure it's all the way to the edge at the top there. Press down here and put my second piece in. Okay. And I'm going to line it up with the line here. There we go. There, you almost can't even see it. It should look real close. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so got that part done. I just wanted to show you the insert is completely finished. And I need to paper mache it though, but it's made, and it fits right in here just like that. See that? You can pull it right out. There we go. Beautiful. So I'm going to stop for a minute. Just wanted to show you that part, and I'm going to work on the paper macheing the insert. Alright, be back in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I'm back, and I decided to clear coat this whole box, the castle box, with my Duraclear satin varnish. Okay, so I did the outside and the whole inside. And now I've decided I just can't stand the plainness of the columns on the front right here. See if we get that. Okay, the columns right here. Okay, so sorry about jiggling the camera. I just got to move that cord. Hold on. So yeah, so these right here, I'm gonna move you so you can see. I decided I really want it to look more, they want them to look more rocky. Yeah, right there. So what I decided to do is, I have this black glitter glue, okay, which this is not Tulip Company. It originally, see if I can find it real quick. Okay, So originally this came from, I believe, the Hobby Lobby, Creatology. It might have been the Dollar Tree, I can't remember. But what I'll do is when these get emptied, I put this inside of it so I can use it. Refill. Recycle. Refill. So that's what I'm doing right now. Just gonna bring it over. So I am just putting little spots mostly where the white is. And when this dries, it's going to make it glitter, but it's also going to make it really look like there's little stones in the columns. And it's really tedious work. But that's what I love about it, is that, okay, this is what I do. And it doesn't matter how long it takes. I just take my time and enjoy the process. As my friends say, just enjoy the process. And that's what I'm doing. So, and when it dries, it's going to look fantastic. It's going to help add protection to the paper. You can see what I'm doing here. Let me get over. Okay, so I'm just putting the little specks on. And now I'm going to have real stone on my gables. And now I've also added these beautiful gems right here and here on both sides. You can see them. Okay. And the little gems right here. Okay. So, got some more work to do here on this. And I still have yet to paper mache the insert. That will be next. Alright, so I'll be back in a little bit and show you when it's finished. Alright, so I'm back and I completed the rocks on the gables here. Okay, so you can see them. There we go. There you go. So they're going to dry now. And I wanted to show you my lady and man and show you that I've worked on them. Okay. So I'm bringing it back over here. Sorry about jiggling, but here's the guy, my bagpipe man, Scottish man, and put some glitter along the edge of him here. Did his tassels, made his hat all shiny, and did his tassels here, and his feet, made his feet shiny with the black glitter glue, or the black fabric paint. Now with the girl here, I changed her also. As you can see here, I put flowers in her hand. You can see that. Okay. Yep. Oh, let me put my light up as far as I can. There's flowers in her hand now. Okay. And I did her hair. Okay. And her face. Changed it all. Alright. So that's it for now. I also put the glitter felt glitter inside. Yep. So it's really coming along. So now I'm gonna let all that dry. Okay. And I've got my insert here. And now I'm going to start paper macheing the insert. And put the light over here. There we go. So you can see exactly what I'm doing. Alright. And I'm going to get set my people aside for a minute. And I cleaned up my space, you guys. Really cleaned up my space. Okay. It just gets so cluttered that I'm just so busy thinking about what I want to do that I forget to put things away. But that's normal for an artist, I think. We probably all do it. So I'm just going to grab some paper here and get my watered down white glue here, and I'm going to start paper macheing my work here. Okay. So I'm just going to start putting my white glue in. And once again, this strengthens the box, and it'll make it hard as a rock when you put the tissue paper on there and everything. Okay. And the glue sets in here. And I think I'm going to add a centerpiece right here. But first I'm just going to paper mache it all. Because once I do this and it dries, I don't want that cardboard to bend. Sometimes if I do it now and then I paper mache that centerpiece, it's just going to bend. It will bend. And then it won't look straight. So I don't want that. So we're just going to grab some paper, put it down in there, try to get it to my edge, and it doesn't matter if it's wrinkled or not, it just adds to the beauty of the box. And then you know it's handmade. So just like that. So you put your layer of glue down, and then you put your paper down, and then you put another layer of glue down. And you make sure you glue both sides of your paper. There we go. So I'm getting excited because after this I'll be pretty close to done with the box. Then I still have to decide what I'm gonna magnetize the people, and my husband says don't say so much. I'm trying to think of what I'm saying to yous. I don't mean to say so much, but it's not so easy to film and talk at the same time at work too. So here we go. So I'm going to finish the rest of this off camera, and I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, hello everyone. So this is Denise with Artist at Work. You know me, okay? So I'm getting some new ideas, you guys, and I'm going to start some new boxes. So I love this big box right here, and it says live well and all that stuff on it. But I'm going to, now this box is really cool because this box has a magnetic flap. Okay, you can kind of see the magnetic piece right here. The inside's kind of done for me already. It already has a divider, and I put, now the design I'm going to work with this box is going to be this butterfly coloring page. Okay, and it's going to go this way. Okay, and as you can see here in this picture, there is a rectangle here in the center, and I've made that right here, and I'm going to take these butterflies and cut them all out and replace them around this box. I've had this idea for a while. I really like the trimming around the edge also, so I may remake that also. But here's the next idea I'm coming out with. Next box I'm working on. And that will be this black lacquer box, okay? Now, just recently, my mother's sister died just the other day. And I got thinking about my mother and how much she loved swans. Because my mother died around 2013. But she loved swans. And this black lacquer box right here, it has a big scratch here. And not so great, but in memory of her, I think I'm going to work on this swan right here. And I will probably be, I'm going to be cutting out this whole section here, and then I will be putting this on, and I'll let the black lacquer show here, through here and through here. Now the interesting thing about this box, okay, is there's a ledge right here and right here. Haha, I didn't even notice that before, but I can make an insert for this box on that ledge, and there'll be a whole space underneath to put trinkets, jewelry, whatever you want to put. And it's nice the way it is, but it, like I said, there's this big scratch here, and so I'm going to have to try to get that out, but I'm going to, like I said, put this over it, and I think that's going to look beautiful, and it'll make somebody else's life wonderful. So that's what's going on today, you guys. And now I'm still working on the castle box, okay, and I had to still work on the insert a little bit. I'm going to get it. It's almost dry. I had to make sure to get in all the crevices of this insert to the castle box. And I had to get all the paper in there. So make sure that my edges are done well. So that's drying right now. And so when that's dry, I'll get back to it. I'm going to paint it. Okay, I'm going to paint it. And I also put the flag on the box. So let me see if I can get the camera off this spot for a minute. I have it on the mount. There we go. There we go. And I'm just going to bring it around. Okay, and I don't know if you can see it or not. let me get my, hold on just a sec. I got this cord on the camera so I don't have to use the battery, which is kind of nice. So here we are. There's the flag on the castle box, you guys. Okay. See it? The Scottish flag. I got my people laying down right there on the board, and I still have to do the magnetics for them. And I'm going to make a couple stands. I kind of like them laying there though. So that's kind of cool. Alright. So, there we go. That's the update for today, you guys. On to the next couple projects. I'll be seeing you when I get the castle box finished. And when I get these new ones started. Okay, so thanks for watching. Once again, this is Denise with Artist at Work. Please subscribe to my channel, and you don't want to miss it now, as I'll be back. Bye bye. Alright, so I'm back, and I'm working on the Scottish castle box insert. And what I decided to do was I decided to paint it white, like the outside of the box. And then I'm going to go over it with the gold, like I did on the outside of the box. Like this, with my sponge. So I got my sponge ready, okay? And I'm going to get this on there. Tap it off, because I don't want too much on here. So I'm going to go around the outside and sponge it. And I just want to get the creases, those spots, those creases. Gonna give my edging some of it. And I've decided that on the inside of the Scottish castle box, I have this color right here, this color glitter foam, and so that's on the bottom. So this is going to go on the inside here on this part, just on the middle part, because it'll look totally different with the white on the inside, like it is, and it'll make it look even brighter and nicer when you open the box, because you're going to see this insert first. Okay. So we're going to get this all nice. Just like that. We're going to let all those lines show up. Even the cardboardy looking one. There we go. Just like that. Okay. And I'm going to do the edges here with my sponge. Okay. And I'm so excited about getting started on the other two boxes I'm working on, because we're getting close to the end with this one. Now I don't need anything down here because I'm going to be covering that all up. So we're just going to do our edges. Nice, very nice. Just like that. The inside here, I'm going to give it a swipe or two. But I decided on white. Like I said, nice bright inside sometimes is nice. And then when you put jewelry and stuff in here, you can see what you have. Plus you'll have that little bit of glitter. Just like that. This is the hardest part to work on in here. That's why I had to do a lot of this off camera, because it's time consuming. Very time consuming to do the insides of those parts here. Hard to reach in there. But I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a little difficult getting stuff out of there. But I mean, you might have some big bracelets or something. You can set them right up inside of there, and that'll actually be easy, you know, if you get like bangles and things. So, and you can take it out. Okay, there we go, you guys. All right, so I'm gonna let that dry for a few minutes. Maybe I'll put a little more inside here. Like I said, it's quite difficult to get into here to paint and things. There we go. There we go. Nice. All right. All right. And the bottom, of course. Don't want it to look unfinished. And then I'll still have to seal this with the next step would be sealing it with the Duraclear satin varnish here. Okay. Alright. Okay. There we go. Looks gorgeous. And now all I do is I will have to measure out this section. And what I do is fold it over. If you put the gold on there on the back, sometimes you can see the imprint of the paint. But what I'll do is I'll end up folding it over like this, and then fitting it to insert inside like this. And that usually gives me almost the correct measurement. And I have to make it a little bigger. That's how I get this part into there. So then what you do is you take your scissors, and I go along this crease right here, and I'm gonna go out over here a little bit. Sometimes, you know, being a handmade box, they're not always perfectly lined. See? Actually, that's pretty good right there. All right. And then I'll just take the other one, okay, the other piece right here, and just gonna go like this. And take my pen, mark it, Okay. Cut this side. I'm going to cut this side now. There we go. And then I'll have this part inserted. I'm going to just glue that right in place now and show you how to do this. So we're back to the weather, and it's extremely hot. The heat index is in 103 or 4s this week. So there's not really much you can do outside. I usually do my routine in the morning, early morning, and I take a walk around the yard. I love to plant flowers and vegetables in the garden, and I made my very own walking path this year in my garden outside. I made a path all the way to the back part of the yard, and put a stone, we put the patio pavers down. I did it all by myself, and then put a table and chairs out there that I found thrifting. And I think I got the chairs over at the Ollie's. The table was only $10 at a restore, humanity restoring place, which I love going there, and because it also helps other people get their houses, and it's a great thing helping people like that. And you know where the money goes, and you know it actually helps someone. That's how I donate now. And I used to own a bakery for 30 years, and I donated weekly to Salvation Army and food places, and whatever events came up, I would donate to them faithfully, you guys. Always trying to help someone. Oh, this side's a little, coming out a little bigger here. Alright. I'm going to try to get this in. Okay, so I got to cut a little more here. I'm going to cut too much though. Okay, so looks like I got to cut at least this much off the edge. Alright. Just a little more. I mean, you gotta, even if I measure, it's not going to come out right, because like I said, it's a handmade box. There we go. Okay. I'm going to put that in there. Oh no. See? Okay. This side, it's a little bent. Oh. Okay. I'm going to go this way. Okay, right there. No question. Okay. So right here, and then I have to come up. perfect. Almost. Just got to cut a little more off. And then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to cover the edge, which I forgot to do in the other part of the castle box. There we go. There we go. It's going to be perfect. All right, get my glue. There we go. All right. Get this in there. There we go. Fitting like a glove. Wow. All right. So there's a little edge right here. I'm going to get my purple glitter glue. This one right here. This might be a little dark, but I'm gonna see. I'm just gonna take this glitter glue, okay? And let's see. It doesn't. Okay, this one doesn't match. I need to get something a little lighter. And I know which one I need. This one's it's a little darker. It's hard to match it up. This one's got the pink in it. So what I'm just going to do is take a little bit of this Stickles. Yeah, Skittles. Yum. My husband's favorite treat. I'm just going to take a little edging of it right here and blend it in. What I also could have done was cut it in the center here and then put I forgot I was going to put a divider in here. Okay, tapping, you guys, tapping. Alright. There we go. There we go. I'm just going to push it in. Blended pretty well. There we go. Alright. I'm going to let that dry. Okay. Yeah, I think I need some pink on it though. So I'm going to get this pink. Well, I can't get it to come out. It doesn't bother me any. It's like it's like God sends you a message. Don't do that one. So I'm going to pay attention to the signs, and I'm going to put this pink on. Oh, this one matches perfectly. Look at that. See? There's always a reason. Alright, awesome. It's like exact color. There we go. I'm also going to put some on the side here. Fill it in. There we go, you guys. Now that'll dry down and it'll shrink down. and it won't be noticeable when it dries. Okay. Hold on just a sec. Right, I'm gonna let that dry. Gonna bring the castle over. There we go. Okay. Open this up. And there's a little edging here. And it just fills in the gap and makes it look like one full piece. They have so many colors to choose from, it helps a lot. So there you go. Show you that. A line will just disappear. Okay, here we go. Now, I think I showed you guys, I have people pretty much done. And I have them laying right here on the sides. And I did the flag. I did the flag on the front of the box. Isn't it cool? Alright, the blue Scottish flag. Now we all know what it looks like. I didn't know what it looked like before. Alright. So I still need to add the magnetics to the back of this paper doll. Gotta add the magnetics on her and him. Make the stands, which I'm just gonna use the flap type of stand that they had on the bottom of these. And I'm gonna add the magnetic to that part so they can just clip them on and they'll stand up. Clip them on and then stand up just like that on here. And I know they're a lot bigger. They're a lot bigger than the box would be for actual size to play with. You know, actual size for the box, but it's a pretend idea. You know, you're little and or you're a kid, and to have more fun with them, I made them bigger because in all actuality, I don't want to make them so tiny that you could, you know, they'd be so small you couldn't have fun on this platform. So you can just pretend. It's for pretend. Okay. So I'm going to show you where I'm at with the other two boxes. And now this box is the butterfly box I'm working on. This will be next. And I took the coloring page I showed earlier and I cut out all the pieces that I want to use, okay? And what I did was I painted this top part and paper mache'd it and then painted it the teal, light minty teal color. And once again, this has a magnetic clasp and that would be the inside. Later we'll work on that. So what's going to happen is, now that this is dry, I'm going to be placing these on, and I will still have to colorize all the butterflies and everything, and I have to decide whether I want these to go this way, maybe in the corners. It's going to go, I think that looks really nice. You never know till you put everything on here. And this way, and then there's going to be a butterfly this way, and this way. So this will be a lot of fun decorating and designing. And when I get them all put on, I will, well, you know what I can do right now is just show you. I'm going to paper mache these on in place. But this is the idea. And I want to make sure I take my time and lay them out properly. So as long as I showed you that where I'm going to put them, how I'm going to put them and arrange them, and how beautiful this box will turn out. And then I will use all my my Temu marker, acrylic markers. I will be putting the glitter glues on and maybe use some of these specialty shimmer paints, metallic paints. I also have these beautiful paints right here, these color shift paints. I have these also. So hope you keep watching till the next part. Thanks for watching. This is Denise with Artist at Work once again. So keep tuned to the next one. And thanks. Would you subscribe to my channel, please? And thanks for watching and subscribing, whoever has so far. But so oh, wait a minute. I forgot I was going to show you the swan box too. Hang on. So this is where I'm at with the swan box. Let me get my pen, fell on the floor. I'm right here with the swan box. Okay. And I paper mache'd the swan on top of this black lacquer box. And I will be colorizing this all on top of the box, just the way it is. So watch for that for the future too. Alright, once again, have a good one. God bless. And remember, art sends love to the world. Send some art to the world. Send your art. Show your art. And send some love. Bye-bye.